Hey boos, have you had your coffee yet? Ooh, hot. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and let's keep the family growing. I forgot to do that in the last video. What a shame. So I found out that this little lovely creation was originally made by Shay Nellz Designs, and you can look her up. I'll put her name again in the description below. Today I've come up with my own spin. In the last video, when I was showing you guys what I thought the wreath reminded me of, I posted this picture. And honestly, I felt like, let me make something like that. I already traced and cut this lovely little lady, and I've painted her black. Obviously, you don't have to, you can skip that step. So in order to make my silhouette, I went to my good friend Google and I found this lovely picture of a black silhouette. I thought it was very elegant, so I decided to go with that. We're taking it back all the way to the motherland. I mentioned previously that you can use whatever you would like. For this project, any sturdy material will do. Cardboard, cardstock, those project boards from Dollar Tree. I did my best to freehand it, then I just cut along the lines. A little tip though, if you can't freehand, you can always print out a silhouette and trace it with a box cutter or X-Acto knife. As you can see, mine wasn't perfect. I had to go back and erase a few times until I got it right, so don't be hard on yourself. Just like the previous project, this is a DIY with me. So I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm learning as I go. So take that in stride. I'm trying to see if I can replicate the look of the girl with the little basket on her head. I have scrap pieces of cardboard. I'm going to cut them in little strips. We're going to add her scarf, and then we're going to make like a little basket, and the ornaments will be inside of the basket. Some people mentioned that she would have looked better in my last video if I had pops of color, greens and things like that. And obviously you can add whatever color you want. This whole idea is to inspire you guys and to get you to go ahead and make your own. So if you do make your own, add whatever color you like, whatever color goes with your home. I found this fabric, and this fabric, I think it's probably from Jones Fabric, but I've had it for a while and I've used it as a backdrop to do a photo when my son was small. So I think I'm gonna cut a little bit piece of this and use it as her head wrap. Do you think if I use this fabric for a head wrap, it'll be too much with all the gold? No, because the basket will break it up. We'll see. First coffee. After I posted the first video, one of my mom friends, she went and she made her own version of the wreath. I was so impressed. I'm going to go ahead and leave a photo right here of what she did, and I'll also add her Instagram handle so you guys can look for her if you'd like. She did an amazing job, and actually she put hers on a canvas, and I thought that was brilliant, so I might end up stealing that idea. Hope you don't mind, sis. It also makes it more stable. So right now all I'm doing is basically cutting. I'm eyeballing, and if you're a perfectionist, you can actually do this even better than I am. I'm just eyeballing and cutting little strips that I'm going to use for her basket. How many of you guys have already went and made your own wreath? And tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. Like I'm dying to see what you guys come up with. My Instagram handle is sandcoffeeplease_. So go ahead, look me up. All right, so let's work on her basket. I just went ahead and I freehanded some more cardboard in the shape that I wanted. In retrospect, I made her basket way too small. I should have made it wider and bigger, so if you do decide to make her, I'd do a wider basket. A lot of people mentioned that putting on the head wrap is the hardest part for them, so we're going to go ahead and do that first this time around. I'm going to use some more of this for her hair. I did not even measure how much of this I need. I'm just going with the flow. So I hope it's enough, otherwise I just wasted my beautiful fabric. It is from Joann's Fabric. It says it right here. Fold this inwardly. So I went ahead and folded the fabric at the seam, and now I'm just playing around with it to see what looks best. Maybe if I add this in there first before gluing it down, it's going to make it look better. It does make it look better. So just go ahead and add your stuffing first. Hey girl, how you doing? My name is Now I'm going ahead and I'm hot gluing her down. Go ahead and gluing the corners first so I can bunch it up a little bit because I feel like head wraps should be tied in perfectly. I don't know if I told you guys this last time, but I don't like working with hot glue. Why? Because it's hot. And I have a tendency to burn myself a lot. So I'm just going to tie the front up with a rubber band. Okay, so I think this looks good, but I'm going to hot glue it from the back as well, just so that I don't have issues later on. For the basket, I want it to be on top of her head. So I think I'm going to put it inside of the fabric. So yeah, like this. But my basket is looking less and less like a basket and more like a monstrosity. Oh, you know, now that I think about it, her basket needs something for me to glue the ornaments to. So I'm doing this as I go. When you cut for the basket, go ahead and cut more than you need because you can always cut some off because you're going to need some to put the ornaments on. So look at me, I'm just adding on more cardboard like an idiot. I know some people commented that they don't like my sense of humor. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. It's my sense of humor. If you're doing this project, please make a bigger basket. And if you do make a bigger basket, tag me. I would love to see how it turns out. So now I'm just playing around with the basket to see where it would fit best. And then I'm hot gluing it down to the fabric so that it doesn't move. Once I'm done with that, I'm measuring up the strips so that I can cut it to size. This one is too thick. Size doesn't matter, size doesn't. Now y'all know that's a lie. So I went ahead and I cut them to size. Obviously, if you're going to do a bigger basket, you might want to do longer strips. And once I do that, I'm just going to do the weave method. Please subscribe. So the first strip is going to be on top of the first one, then under the second one, on top of the third one, under the fourth one, and so on and so forth. If you're still a little bit confused, just kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. It's actually not as bad as you think. The hardest part about doing this was that the glue gun was hot. Make sure you glue down each of your weaves so that it doesn't come undone. I made sure to glue the front and back so it also sticks to our base, and then I also had glued each individual intersections. Last time there was no method to my madness and I just kind of like put random balls in random places. This time there's no method to my madness, so I'm probably going to be just putting random balls in random places. Bruh. So I'm just going to first put ornaments all around the corners. I kind of want to put some green in there. Like, I'm just going to cut some random strips of this and just hot glue it in places. Some of you guys may want to do like a much bigger basket so you can add a lot more ornaments, and I say go for it. I think she needs a little bit more, so I might give her, I'm thinking we can do a top for her out of this, maybe, or she'll be too fancy. She might, it might ruin the look. She might look too fancy. Maybe just at the bottom. But for right now, we're just going to add it and hope for the best. What are we going to do with this? I think I'm just going to do this. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. what I was thinking. Wow, this looks really nice, y'all. I think this looks really nice. Oh my gosh. I think this turned out so well. Last time I totally forgot to show you guys how I did her eyelash. Let's cut out a curved piece and then painted it black. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, may your hair game be as strong as... I totally forgot about my coffee game. By the way, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any fun videos. I love you a latte. Bye, boos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this new take on the Diva Wreath. The original creation, as I said, was made by... Hi. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and thank you for your love. Thank you so much. Thank you.